It's not right what he did. He made a mistake. It's a catastrophe, but if the authorities investigated the case, I believe in them.
After killing David Gray, Ubani signed up one of the best lawyers in Witten. Doctors in Germany are employed by the regional government. The BBC has learned that Ubani's employer is afraid of stopping him practicing because it fears he could sue them. Sally Chidsoy, BBC Look East, Witten, Germany.
Well, later on Look East, I'll be asking the Health Minister. The frozen food giant Birdseye has dealt a blow to farmers in Norfolk and Suffolk. It's told them it no longer wants them to grow peas. They will lose an estimated £5.5 million worth of business a year. But there will be no job losses at the Birdseye factory in Lowestoft.
Ray Askew has been involved as a pea harvester and haulier for 60 years and was due to start drilling the crop.
We had lorries working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and for 6 to 8 weeks it was a nice little earner, and that was at a time of the year when there weren't much else going on.
Birdseye has been packing peas in Lowestoft for 63 years and will continue to do so. But the loss of a major contract means it no longer needs the local pea harvest. Like the old advert, the pea industry for 180 farmers has gone pop. And it's unclear how the decision will affect Norberg Dantrasong in Alton Broad, where the peas are frozen and stored. It's in discussions with Birdseye. Richard Hurst negotiates the pea price for the farmers, not the cancellation of their contracts. He says the news came out of the blue.
For years I've been involved in angling pea growers, and before that in the pea crop, and it's just a great crop to be involved in. I love peas, they're great to eat, and I think I feel a bit sore about Birdseye peas, and I'll probably still keep eating them, but they may not taste quite as good as they used to.
All the seed sitting in farmers' barns is expected to be reclaimed now by Birdseye, but its frozen peas will still be sold in our supermarkets. Does it matter if they're not local?
It's nice to know where your food comes from.
Birdseye peas are peas, aren't they? They still taste the same, I suppose. No matter where they're grown, they'll taste of peas.
It doesn't matter to me, really. I don't know, as long as the taste is good.
Yeah. I think you should support local farmers, though.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree in that sense, yeah. Yes, indeed.
Ray Askew will now have to decide which crop to plant instead of peas. He believes they'll never return. Debbie Tubby, BBC Look East.
Nearly 400 staff went on strike again today at a food factory in the Fens. The workers at Premier Foods are angry about not getting a pay rise despite a salary hike for managers. The firm says the second stoppage in a month could put jobs at risk.
More than half of the region's MPs have been made to repay money which they misclaimed in expenses. In all, the total amount they're repaying comes to £250,000. Our political correspondent Andrew Sinclair is at Westminster. Who are the main offenders, Andrew?
And Susie, that figure is quite breathtaking, isn't it? Some MPs, like the Norfolk MP Keith Simpson, get away with a bill for just £300, Charles Clark £700. But for some MPs it runs into thousands of pounds. Paying back the most amount of money is Barbara Follett, the Minister for the East of England. She claimed for private security patrols, she claimed for 6 telephone lines into her house, and for an insurance premium for fine art at her house.
Insurance premiums for fine art, how can that be justified?
It was a mistake, in fact, on my part. I had not intended to put those in, but you are dealing with several thousand receipts, and in some case receipts with several things on them, and that crept in.
She's got to repay £42,000. Some repayments we knew about, like Bernard Jenkins, he's got to pay back £36,000. But this is one we didn't know. Bob Russell, the MP for Colchester, has got to repay £4,500 for overclaiming on his council tax and mortgage interest. And former MPs are being targeted too. Ian Gibson's been told he's got to pay back £16,000. So Thomas Legg thinks he should have shared the rent with his daughter.
Andrew, thank you very much. It seems Norwich City are hoping to persuade the head of the Lotus Formula One team to invest in the football club. Tony Fernandes has admitted he's been approached by 7 clubs after his bid to take over at West Ham fell through. Norwich are £23 million in debt. The Canaries are currently 3 points clear at the top of League One.
Now, I wonder if you know what a yummy mummy is. Apparently, it's a young, stylish, sexy mother. Mothers like Alexa Keatley from Essex. As Kevin Birch reports, she's just been voted the top yummy mummy in the country.
Like no other. Flawless. Absolutely flawless.
There's no shortage of yummy mummies of the celebrity kind, but forget that. This is the real thing. 27-year-old single mum Alexa Keatley from Colchester with 5-year-old son Oliver. She's just taken a title which many others craved, and I bet it's a glamorous lifestyle.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this morning I was cleaning toilets for my brother, you know, in the pub, so I had to rush back and, you know, quickly whack some makeup on. But, yeah, it's a whole balancing act.
It's not bad for someone who's struggled with confidence in the past, and there's no denying her #1 fan. What does Oliver think of his mum?
I love her.
What else is good about her?
She's beautiful.
She's beautiful. And is she fun to be with? Does she make you laugh?
No, she doesn't.
The organiser of the Yummy Mummy event was Pam Boone, a former model. She now runs a modelling agency. Today she was flicking through pictures of the talent on her books with a little help from Rascal. Alexa, she says, stole the show.
She hadn't got an overpowering dress. She hadn't got overpowering hair. She had the most natural look face, which people can relate to. And just a pretty all over nice, comfortable person to be around.
Already offers of work are coming in. A new career maybe, but for now the catwalk will have to wait. For Alexa, today the school walk was the priority. Kevin Birch, BBC Look East.
A reminder now of our top story. A locum doctor from Germany who mistakenly killed a patient with an overdose of a drug has been condemned as grossly negligent. A coroner said the patient, who lived in Cambridgeshire, was killed unlawfully in what amounted to a case of manslaughter.